taken nice improvement. Yes, her work's been spot on. Craig sat on her a few times, and he's been really happy. I've been really happy with her to the eye, and I think she's made nice progression. I think the straight's obviously ideal, and out to the 1200's a lot better for her also.
She's such a big 3-year-old filly, and gee, she loves to push her weight around the mounting yard. Were you pleased with the way she paraded?
Very. She's always a little bit on the toe. That's why we have the pre-race earmuffs on her. And when she was going out there, she was just having a little bit of a bounce on the spot. She's hopefully as excited as we are.
We cannot wait for the clash of the 3-year-olds and the older horses here in the Newmarket. She's going to jump from barrier 3. What were your words to Craig?
Sometimes she can be like, she can mix her starts a little bit, so hopefully she breaks cleanly, and he'll just ride her from there. You know, she doesn't need to be forward, she doesn't need to be back. It's just how she breaks, and Craig knows her well, so he'll just ride her where comfortable.
Confident?
Very.
Good luck.
Cheers.
And we go from a big girl in Loving Gabby to the mighty mouse, to the inevitable Scotty Brunton. Great to see you, mate. He looks a treat.
Yeah, he presented in really good order, nice, lovely and relaxed, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
How dare he have to give weight to that big girl, though?
She's a beast, isn't she? Yeah, she's twice the size of him, but nevertheless, you can't see the V8 under the bonnet, and I think we're drawing the right side. Jockey's in form, seems confident, and I'm looking forward to it.
This is always the target.
Yeah, this is our main goal, this preparation, and whatever leads after this, we'll see. But yeah, look, I'm really happy with him. Great just to be a part of the show, and it's a great day, and I've got a great horse, so fingers crossed.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks very much, mate.
Here's Nick Ashman with Gordon Richards.
Yeah, thanks, Richo. Well, Gordon, it must be hard to believe that you've got a Lightning Stakes winner that's double-figure odds.
Yeah, I can't believe that, but there's been big raps on the 3-year-olds, and with good reason. There's a couple of others that are handy as well, so it's a pretty good race.
Yeah, last time we saw Geitra over the 1,200 metres here at Flemington, he was able to get the job done. Fair to say it's a slightly tougher race today, though.
It is tougher, but he had a bit of weight that day, and he ran away from it at the finish, so I was pretty happy with his run then.
Let's talk about the weight today. 57 kilos by handicap standards isn't a huge impost.
No, it's not a huge impost, but he should have been doing it the other way around, run the handicap first, then wait for age next, but it is what it is. You got to only run them with the ones that are available.
Most of the punters like a get-out stakes. You've got Garner in the last. How's he?
Oh, he's really well. A better horse will beat him on the day if he gets beaten.
Right, good luck there and here.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, it's a terrific race, the time-honoured Newmarket Handicap. Cammo, do we have a market mover for the great one?
We do. Exceedance, the favourite, continues to shorten, so punters are leaving it late, deciding on which 3-year-old they like. They like Exceedance into $3.30.
Anyone who saw him in the yard, you can see why they're going that way, Hutch. His coat was glistening. He looks a very healthy, happy horse.
Yeah, listening to what you guys said. Not only that, it's funny how not the stables go out of form, but they certainly are in form, I suppose, from time to time. They have good days, and Team Hawk's having a great day, and you like stables to be having a good day if you've got confidence in a big race.
It's a unique situation here. We've got a host of jockeys, 11 jockeys in the race, and none of them have won this race before. That's rare for a big Group 1 like this.
Very rare, especially when you've got the likes of, Williams, Dunn, Boss. Yeah, it's just really unusual for those jockeys to be in the race and not have won it over the years.
So from 57 kilos down to 51. That's the task for Geitra, to become the 15th horse to complete the double. Must give 6 kilos down to Banquo and Libertini. That's a filly that looked terrific and's been spec $12 into 11. So a final thought here, Hutch. 3-year-olds, you've got them on top, and I think the market's saying that it's a terrific bunch of 3-year-olds and Exceedance is the pick.
Is with the market. I think some of the older brigade might make their presence felt, and I'm buoyed by a little bit of support for the inevitable late here. And gee, I think Geitra has done very little wrong to be $11, but it just reflects really what a good race it is.
Matty Hill is ready to call the action. Matty, good luck. This is a beauty, the Newmarket.
As Richo joins us, yes, what a race. Looking forward to it. It certainly gets the imagination flowing, doesn't it? With the very expensive colt Exceedance, $370 into $330. They've backed the fashionably bred and very expensive galloper, $350 on the tote. Loving Gabby, the big girl, $420 out to $460 with bookies, $420 on the tote. She'll be attacking the line just like she did in the Lightning. Bivouac at $6.50 was okay in the Oakley Plate down the outskirts of the track. And then you've got the Tasmanian Flyer and the Inevitable. $10 to $9.50 with bookies, $9.80 the tote. Moving forward for the Newmarket, Zutori goes into the stalls. Zutori currently $11.40 on the tote. Tofane is in with Michael D in the saddle. There's Exceedance, Dwayne Dunn. One horse has won the Newmarket previously. First up, Loving Gabby. Craig Williams comes up. 17 3-year-old fillies have won this race over the 147 years. There's Libertini joining the line. So we await on Bivouac and also the Inevitable. And also Dispatch is currently riderless out there. Of course, the McAvoy stable winning this race 12 months ago with Sunlight. So Dispatch about to come along blindfolded. He's a little bit edgy. Exceedance $3.30 with bookies, $3.50 on the tote. A race that's been won by some of the great sprinters of the Australian turf: Black Caviar, Burnborough, Placid Arc, Ori Star, Ajax, Galachi, Takeover Target. It's just a magnificent honour roll as we await on Dispatch. It's a 5-year-old gelding just wanting a little bit of time in the sun before they get underway. Bivouac, the colt, just waiting patiently for Glenn Boss, who's a big race rider. He's never won this race though. In fact, any of the jockeys you can pick that stat out for in this race. Bivouac goes in. The Inevitable will complete the line. To the outside Ellie of 11. The Inevitable is in, set for the Newmarket. Ready to go. Mills are back and they're racing. Dispatch away only fairly. Bivouac out fast, with also Banquo over towards the far side, showing some speed. Out deeper on the track now is Tofane, and Dispatch is booting through. They didn't go lickety-split the first 200 metres. So the leader Banquo from Guitra underneath of it. Loving Gabby, Bivouac behind those from Dispatch, Trope. Then Tofane, Zutori, Libertini out deeper. Exceedance second last. The Inevitable is last. So the front runner is Banquo at the 800 metres. By a length as they're sliding out even wider on the track now. From Bivouac second, Guitra box seating third. Dispatch out deeper, followed by Loving Gabby. Then came Zutori, Trope, Tofane, Libertini is the widest, tracked by the Inevitable, and Exceedance darting back between horses. The leader is Banquo in the Newmarket at the 400 metres. Tried to kick away about a length and a half. Loving Gabby out, followed by Guitra, Bivouac, and then came Zutori running on. It's Banquo at the 200 metres in front of Loving Gabby, and Bivouac on the outside, chiming in strongly, then Guitra. Bivouac takes the lead from Loving Gabby at the 100. Bivouac coming away for Bossy. Bivouac on the Newmarket easily. Loving Gabby second, Photo third, Guitra or Zutori, followed by Banquo, Tofane, Exceedance, the Inevitable, Gap, Dispatch, Trope and Libertini.
Bivouac wins for James Cummings. What a 3-year-old colt he is. He thrashes them and defeats a gun 3-year-old filly in Loving Gabby. Guitra, well, he was honest and brave. The 57 kilos was a steadier. Ditto for Zutori, who runs a terrific race with 55. They're a good group of 3-year-olds. You can certainly lock that in, and Bossy loves coming back to Flemington, where he captured 3 cups, to add a Newmarket to an unbelievable CV. And for James Cummings, a great win for Godolphin.
Travelled incredibly well, incredibly confident ride there, Corey, from Bossy. He was hands and heels in the end. What a performance.
A huge performance, and Bossy had that race won a long way out. You were watching once they got up onto the course proper at the 600, a few of the boys were starting to feel for their mounts and starting to urge them along and push them into positions, obviously coming from back, but Bossy was full of confidence. Like, look at him, he's got a lap full of horse. He knew it was underneath him. You know, it was lightweight, but gee, what a win.
Yeah, basically sat second in the run, travelled well. The rest of them were popping the questions to their respective mounts, and Bossy, he was looking around at the 200 and 300 metres mark. He knew he had them covered, and covered he did. That was a really impressive win. Guitra was great. Loving Gabby, she boxed on pretty well. Exceedance didn't step that great. We'll look at that a little bit more. But well done to James Cummings, Team Godolphin, Glenn Boss. What a combination. Let's hear from Bossy.
Well, Bossy, you always turn up for the big occasions. That just looked like a track gallop.
Yeah, it's amazing when you get on these colts, and Chrissy, I can't explain. Just going to the barriers, I knew I was a winner. You can just tell when they're on, you know, colts. And he went down to the barriers like he really meant business. Every stride he took to the barriers, it felt like he had game face on. So I grew in confidence just going to the barriers. It's incredible. And like, he just never put a foot wrong, and he broke beautifully. He got into a lovely trail, and that was ridiculous to how easily he won. But that was just a fact that the way he set himself up, he just gave me a lovely ride. And yeah, it's very rare that, you know, against that quality opposition, that you would think that you could walk away and have a victory that easily. So I tell you, that last quarter was very, very, from the 300 to the 100. Geez, I went quick. Like, it was really turned it on. So yeah, so I'm very happy. Obviously, thanks James, Vin Cox, and all the crew at, you know, the Blue Army. I got it wrong last week with one of their boys, but it's not very often in this game that you can have 1 week to turn it around and get redemption, you know. So to wear these colours today and get the job done on this unbelievable, valuable colt, it's just you know, I honestly, I couldn't have scripted it any better.
Talk to me about Flemington. It's been such an iconic place for you.
Oh, it doesn't matter where I ride, but it's just the moments, Chris. You know, I just love these moments. I really do. I get quite nervous before the event, but it's great nerves, you know. I mean, I love to feel the nerves, you know, because it still means a lot to me, you know. So I get a bit wound up, but in a real positive way, because I know that I'm on. If I get really wound up and a bit churny in the stomach, I just know in myself that I'm on. And I just love riding great colts. You know, I lost Yes, who was you know, him and Exceedance and this bloke were the three, and we lost Yes, but to be able to get myself on the back of this colt and feel the power and feel the speed, it was just immense. It was amazing. And like I said, thanks James. We had a really good chat this morning. He put my mind at ease, and yeah, these are the moments we live for. Honestly, Chris, I just enjoy it so much.
We'll go and lap it up, Bossy. Well done, mate.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, Chrissy. Thank you.
For Vin Cox, General Manager of Godolphin in Australia, a huge moment for Sheikh Mohammed and everyone at Godolphin worldwide. You've got a really valuable and exciting colt. Well done.
Oh, he is, Richard. Look, I mean, he's a Group 1 winner already, but to win a Newmarket, it's one of the elite races on the Australian calendar, and to do it in the dominant fashion he has, it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, not just to win, but to defeat an elite group of three-year-olds and space them. Take us through your emotions watching that race.
Oh, look, you're always hugely nervous, and you know, a lot of planning went into it from way back, and the whole Godolphin team was involved, and you know, we all wear a blue shirt, and everyone was cheering for him. But you know, to win a Newmarket is a pretty special event with a colt. Bossy rang me 10 days ago wanting the ride, desperate for the ride, and he was very confident pre-race, so here we are.
Yeah, and his terrific run in the Oakley Plate, just the way that the race panned out, didn't really suit him?
No, it didn't at all. You know, it's well documented what happened that day at Caulfield. We thought we had a horse well and ready to run well in that race, but as evidence, you know, he's fit and right, and he's a proper horse.
Talking about young colts, your trainer seems to get it right when it counts most, James Cummings.
Indeed. I was talking to Reg Fleming this morning. I said, how many Newmarkets did Bart Cummings win? He told me 8.
That's right.
Now James Cummings is 1. So he's got a fair way to go, but he's on the right trajectory.
That's right, and he gets a bit of a plus here. He beats his dad as well, who had a runner in the race. Hey, you've beaten a really good filly too in Loving Gabby. This is going to be a proper race.
Oh, it is. Look, I mean, the form out of the race will be strong. The form going into the race was very strong. Yeah, he's the son of Exceed and Excel. He's a very exciting prospect. We hope to race him on for another 12 months at least to the next season. So, you know, we're very excited, as you should be.
Yeah, hallelujah. Off to Sydney now with him?
Yeah, yes. I mean, that's the obvious path with him. There's some nice races in Sydney, some good Group 1 sprints that we think we're going to be very competitive in, and we'll just see what we do after that.
Breathtaking performance. Well done.
Thanks, Richard. Appreciate it.
Great stuff. And Gytra, well, wasn't he brave, Nick Ashman, considering he had the 57 kilos and he runs third?
Yeah, I'm with trainer Gordon Richards right now. Your initial thoughts on Gytra?
Yeah, I thought the barriers probably cost him. He couldn't get any cover early, and when he finally did get him in behind one, he had to sort of get out and get going. But having said that, he was beaten by a couple of really good 3-year-olds who probably go on and be good horses and gave them weight. So he was brave, and I was proud of him.
What do you do with him now?
Not sure. Probably a freshen up and look at the Goodwood Handicap back in Adelaide.
Something there. We'll kick yours.